What is good, y'all, bro? Now, I had to come on here and talk about this show because everybody and their fucking mom is talking about that shit, bro. Even Donatello's, bro. Damn it, man. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I'm talking about the TV show called Squid Games. Now, the first time I saw anything about Squid Games, it was on TikTok. TikTok fucking blew this show the fuck up, bro. Without TikTok, I don't know how popular this shit would be, but fuck, man. There's so many theories and conspiracies and shit circling around this show already, so I had to come on here and talk about this shit, bro. So, just a little warning. There will be spoilers. Obviously, this is a fucking iceberg for a TV show that just came out like a week ago. So, click off this if you don't want to hear any spoilers. Let's get right to it, y'all. Yeah. So, the first theory that we have is that player 001, which is the old man, of course, was never scanned in the first game. Now, if you guys don't know what the first game was, it was a series of red light, green light. In this game, it showed the POV of the robot or the doll, whatever the fuck the girl thing was. You guys know what I'm talking about. It always showed her point of view, right? If the player was moving, it would be red. If it wasn't moving, it'd be green. Now, at one point, it scans over this old man. It never shows a color around his body whatsoever. So people speculated, look, why does it skip over the old man? Maybe there's a deeper, darker reason, which you've seen the show. Obviously, there was a darker reason. It was an indication of how he wasn't a real player whatsoever. That's honestly pretty interesting to me, and that's a nice touch on a fantastic show, honestly. So the second theory is that the envelopes at the station signifies what your role is upon entering the game. Now, if you guys remember, at the very beginning of the show, he's sitting at a subway station. He missed his subway, goes to sit down, and a man in a suit comes and sits down next to him. The guy pulls out a red card and a blue card. People are speculating that whether the blue card means you're a regular player, you go inside the game playing as a regular player trying to fight for this money, or if you get the red card, which means you're going to be obviously one of the hooded figures that are in control of everything. That's honestly a very good theory, but I don't see how they chose whether you were blue or red or not, so I don't know how much weight it holds. Now, the third theory was actually something really interesting, probably some very great foreshadowing to the rest of the story. So the theory is that the games were drawn on the walls of the dormitory. So if you guys remember, whenever they first woke up, very confused, all piled around, wondering what the fuck is going on, there are little drawings that you can see around the wall. People are speculating that these were foreshadowing the future games that were to come in the future. When there were only 3 players left and all the beds had been removed, the designs of the walls in their dorms were very visible, showing all the games they had previously played up until that point. Fire ass foreshadowing if that is true. So the fourth theory is that Ji-hun, sorry if I mispronounce anybody's names, I don't mean to. The fourth theory is that Ji-hun dyed his hair red to show a turn of tables. People are speculating that this might have symbolized that he's returning back to the game in Season 2 in order to be a max player this time, in order to destroy it from the inside. Hey, look, bro. If there is a Season 2 of this show, it'd obviously be phenomenal. Everybody be waiting for this because this is just such a good show. It's fire so far, bro. I'm already like halfway through it, but I had to look into these theories, bro. They're so fucking fire. But if he's coming back as a max man next time, heat, bro, heat. So theory number 5 does get a little political, so sit with me. What this is saying is basically the shapes on the different hooded figures' masks, like the triangles, the squares, and the circles, are supposed to represent different working classes or social classes. The circles are supposed to represent the working class, the squares represent the managers in the world, and the triangles, who are the only people that have weaponry throughout the entire show, are supposed to represent the military. Now honestly, this is a perfect detail, bro. If this is true, then they obviously cared a lot about this show to even add that into it, so that's interesting in itself. So now we have theory number 6, which is talking about why the number 456 is so integral to the storyline. The main character's number, Ji-hun, was number 456. In the first game, whenever he was betting on horses, he won $4.56 million. And at the very end of the show, he ended up winning $45.6 billion. I don't know what the number 456 means throughout this entire show, but obviously he was either destined to win, which is the game, the host or whatever, they knew about it, or it's just some type of deeper meaning. Now the final theory we have today would be crazy if it was true. Now this is basically talking about how maybe there was some type of family relationship between Ji-hun and Toonam, which is the older man, or 001 as you guys might know. So there's many parts in the show where the two seem connected in some way, shape, or form. There's a part where Ji-hun speaks about milk, and Toonam predicts that Ji-hun used to be spanked a lot as a kid, which how would he know that if this is a man he was just now meeting? There's also a part where the two go to a mock-up of where they used to stay. They both share that the area seems familiar to their own homes in the past. Maybe it's because they used to live together. And finally, it's the fact that Toonam cares far more about Ji-hun than anybody else in the show. Like, he's always showing some type of passion towards this person that he's just now meeting. Maybe it's because he's related to him in some way, and maybe Jihan doesn't know that. So that is all the theories for this Iceberg. This is just an absolute fire iceberg for a fire show, of course, bro. Hopefully we get a season 2. So far, Squid Game is taking everybody by storm. Like I said, everybody's talking about this show. Everybody wants... I don't know, bro. Tell me in the comment section if you think you could beat Squid Games yourself. Shit, I don't know. I feel like I could, honestly, but you know, I'm not gonna speak too much about it, bro. But I'm getting the fuck up out of here. Check on your strong friends. Pray for your enemies. If you're not religious, at least wish them well. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out, y'all.